phone. You told me to call the nigga phone. We was on a three.
Hey, listen. I wanted the nigga to tell. I wanted to hear that nigga tell you.
I tried to do some man or dope shit.
Now ain't no man. Stay in your place, nigga.
Right now, what you want me to do? What you want me to do?
Stay in your place, nigga. You ain't from the West, nigga.
I ain't got no
Get your ass smoked, nigga. Stay in your place, nigga.
Stop all the internet shit, my nigga. All that
ain't no internet, nigga. I'll pull up, nigga. You in Atlanta, right? I'm in Atlanta every day, nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes,
stay in your place, nigga.
Yes, sir. I'm in Atlanta.
Don't you ever in your life, nigga, try to bring no nigga from my set, nigga, in front of me like you can mediate something for me, nigga. You ain't that, nigga.
Nigga, when you made the fucking statement that it wasn't my business, I stood the fuck down.
Nigga, but you should have got at me in the first place. You don't think I was out of order?
The same nigga with us on the fucking three.
I was never on the three-way with you with that nigga.
So why the fuck is we doing this?
I was never on the three-way with you with that nigga.
Yo, bro, you gotta, bro,
so
man.
You feel like, hold on, so info. You feel like you should have hollered at me before you did that?
This ain't my body, this ain't me,
you always talking about this, all this shit. You feel like you should have hollered at me before you did that, bro?
I made a mistake and I
Wack100.
How hot that is, nigga. That nigga that violated my wife and kids. You bitch ass nigga.
It's like, yo, Wack100 basically came out of nowhere and immediately demanded a sizable chunk of the vlogging market, the viral video market. And I think that Wack100 is a very savvy guy when it comes to marketing himself, you know. And this video right here is just basically analyzing and just a general discussion about Wack100, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't like Wack100. They consider him to be a troll. They consider him to be, some people even say that he's a plant that was sent into the industry to cause confusion.
Oh, dropping. Woo! Dropping. Oh, dropping. Oh. Oh. Oh, dropping.
Knocked him out. And basically what I want to say is Wack100, in my honest opinion, I think that Wack100 is a very, very savvy media personality. I think that he's very good at generating attention for himself. And in the world of entertainment, the person that is able to constantly keep their name relevant is going to be able to up their value, you know, because every time a video is made about Wack100 or whenever he inserts himself into whatever the headline or the topic is at a particular given time, you know, he's generating a lot of attention, you know, and that makes him valuable because vloggers, for one, will look at him as an asset. Whenever there's a viral headline concerning Wack100, they can make a video about it and they can get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. It ups his profile. So at first he was just a mysterious guy who was working inside the music industry. He was a guy who was behind the scenes, who people didn't really know about. The only people who knew who Wack100 was were people who were familiar with the people behind the camera in the rap world, in the entertainment world, people who were familiar with management and the people that aren't in front of the camera, you know. And by him inserting himself into these viral moments, he's able to up his profile to the fan base, the audience. So everybody knows who Wack100 is now. So he's created name recognition, and through that he's created a brand for himself. So in addition to his business as a manager, he's also created another stream of income as I guess you could say a media personality, you know what I'm saying? Because whenever Wack100 gets involved in some type of media moment, it generates money. And I think he's getting paid from Clubhouse as well. I think he finally learned that his presence on the internet is making a lot of money for a lot of other people. And I think he's finally realized, hey, it's time for me to invest in something like Clubhouse and create viral moments on my own platform, or at least on a platform that I'm invested in.
Whatever they done ran out of. So I guess I'm the 12 steps, 13 steps, whatever that shit is, my nigga. That's it, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. This nigga Spice One Blood on Paru. You's a bass head. Spice One Blood, look. Any nigga, I don't give a fuck from my set, whoever said, blood. Paru. Any nigga that smoke rocks, crack cocaine, glass dick, Brillo, straight shooter and lighter. Any nigga that smoke crack cocaine, I have zero respect for.
And the thing and I would describe Wack100's personality as the prototype, the archetypical prison guy. You know, he has this personality of a prisoner, a guy who's on a yard, running things. He has the personality of somebody who's on a prison yard, who has the keys to whatever car he's in. You know, he brings that mentality to the entertainment world. You know, he has, in prison they call relationships between various different groups politics. You know, the politics, that's the ins and outs of relationships of the different racial groups, different gangs in prison. And he brings like a political attitude out to the entertainment world, because in prison every little thing is a problem. You know, if you bump into somebody, that can cause an entire race war. If you buy a cigarette from somebody, you know, from another race, for example, that can cause a riot. It can cause people to die as a result of that, because it's against the rules. And that pettiness, you know, those rules are enforced by guys in the penitentiary like Wack100, guys that have stepped to you over these little petty issues. And he has that kind of ambiance about him, you know, and he brings that to the entertainment world. So that's why I think Wack is a savvy guy, because he has this old school, like, prison shot caller mentality, and he approaches everybody in these fights like he's in these internet disputes as if he's like on a yard in a prison somewhere, pulling up on somebody to G-check him. And I think he's going to make a lot of money just from his personality. Peace. Oh, and another thing you got to understand too, like, he's a character. So a lot of people, they get drawn into it, they take what he says personal and stuff like that. But a lot of times you got to understand, some people are smart, some people are hip, some people understand how to create characters, you know, and some people know how to benefit from these characters. Some people know how to monetize these characters. I mean, I've heard some people compare Wack100 to like a modern day light version of Suge Knight, you know, because of course you can't be like Suge Knight these days. You can't just like blatantly extort people, beat people up and stuff like that without serious consequences. But he carries himself in the spirit of Suge Knight, and it's like a little character, you know. A lot of people aren't hip to it. A lot of people think that's his legitimate personality. That's just who he is. That's his authentic self. But nah, that's all character. You know, that's a carefully crafted character, just like wrestling. You know what I mean? Peace.